So you look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Need a little shower, a little makeup.
That was quick.
Yeah.
So, I want to first start with who passed tragically, but years ago?
My dad.
I go, I would have sworn you were her brother. And he goes, I know, I look good for my age, right?
Oh my God. That's like something he would say.
That would be him, correct?
Yeah. My dad was a very big personality. He was fun. You know, we always had a good time. It didn't have to be some kind of a glamorous vacation for us to have a good time as a family. He just was the best dad anyone could have ever asked for.
He's very handsome, your dad.
Thank you.
He's got really good hair, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He has a full head of hair, though, your dad.
Oh, yeah, full.
And it's like, did he have like salt and pepper hair or like?
Oh my God, yes. That's, oh my God, yeah.
Just said to me, he goes, and you know, I could cut the rug, you know, too. Your dad, he's like, you want to learn how to do the Lindy? I'll show you how to do the Lindy.
The Lindy, that's their dance. That's what they would do. The Lindy was my parents' favorite dance. They were very good at it. My dad, you know, would always dance with my mom at weddings doing it, and he would dance with me. He tried to teach me. I'm not very good at it, but, and it's significant because my mom and I still, to this day, will do the Lindy together.
You have a son? Well,
I do.
But you having another son?
Yes.
Perfect. So know that your father is validating that he will hold the soul of your son before coming here into the physical world. And knowing that you will see your dad in your son.
And I keep thinking he's gonna look like my dad, which is weird.
And that's what he just said. That's what he just said. Okay, what happened when you were 20?
That's, well, my dad.
Okay, he made me feel this blow to the chest, took a deep breath, and then I just died. He said, Theresa, he said, it made it harder because my death was so quick.
Yeah.
We went from amazing, everyday, happy life to he was gone.
That's pretty much it. It was a typical day. You know, I was going out with friends in the city. My brother and mom were home. And my father had heard some gunshots from our neighbors. And my father, you know, called the police. A cop car came down our street. So my father went outside to direct the police, it's coming from this house. And when he did that, my neighbor shot him. And he had already killed his mother. So I think he just was killing anyone in his path. I felt so guilty not being there that night.
You feel that you were robbed. You were robbed of your father, and you're angry about that.
Absolutely. He missed out on everything with our lives, our adult lives.
Right. So know that everything that you have said to him, he has heard. And you say, it wouldn't be so hard if I just could have said goodbye, or if I could have hugged him and told him how much I love him.
Just once more.
As I was saying that, did you get the goosebumps? Because your dad told me that he was hugging you at that exact moment. So know that whenever you get the goosebumps or the chills for no reason, know that it is your dad's soul giving you a hug.
I felt something, and I'm like, I can't explain what it was, but I definitely felt something.
Now, did you get married after your dad departed?
Yes.
Because he says, I want you to know that I was at your wedding. I don't know what this is. I don't know if there was an adoption. I don't know if somebody adopted a baby.
My husband was adopted. As an infant. Wow. I was so surprised when she mentioned Chris's adoption because that's not something everyone knows about my husband. For him to say that, and he's seen my son and my husband and sees that we're happy, that makes everything better.
My dad was the kindest, most perfect dad that you could ever ask for. I always say, like, I miss his soul because he just had this presence about him. He's just so kind and so gentle and so humble. He's my biggest role model, and I strive to be like him.
Did you do something with your dad's badge?
Yeah, we both have little lieutenant badges of his.
Yeah, and also we put it on the grave on his headstone.
What do you have in your car that you carry in memory of your dad?
Oh my God. I always carry his little badge that he gave me in my hands as I drive. When Theresa mentioned the badge, that was huge validation for me because last night I was like talking to myself while I was driving. I was like, Dad, if like you're really gonna come through, you better bring up the badge and the fact that I hold it. So when she said that and she put those things together, it made me feel really good and really at ease.
Do you not know what happened to your dad? Or do you have questions about the departure? Because like, are there two different stories? Or did you hear two different things and you're like, I don't know what to say to, like, what do I believe? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So he says, I'm sorry for that.
He was very sick and we didn't know and he just died suddenly. And so afterwards we found out that he had terminal cancer. So it was hard because he had suffered so much and we just didn't know.
Your father wants you to know that you did get the opportunity to say goodbye to him because that's something that you're holding on to, correct? And you can't get past that. You go over that. I only wish I could say goodbye. So you know that when you say that, your father hears you.
The fact that I didn't get to say goodbye was one of the hardest parts because I just wanted to tell him how much I loved him and how much he meant to me and how much I admire him. And so I just hope he knows.
I think that the main thing that you needed to take from tonight is knowing that even though we might not have all the answers, knowing that the one thing that you cannot question anymore is the love that your dad has for you, and more importantly, that his soul is at peace.
Now that I've heard from him, I feel so much better knowing that maybe he does know all of those things that I've wanted to say to him. I mean, it means everything to me because I do feel him here, and I don't want to think I'm crazy for feeling him here, so having somebody else say that makes me feel a lot better.
And he goes, and you better make sure you tell your mother that I know why she didn't want to be here. She didn't want to be on TV. Her hair, her makeup, I don't know, what am I gonna wear?
That's right.
Perfect.
When Theresa was talking about my mom, I knew that was my dad talking because 20 minutes before we come here, my mom is saying, I want to come, but I can't be on TV.
So I want to thank you all for having me, and may God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you.